up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly. It's great to be back in the hall. I haven't done an assembly in here for a long time. And it's great to be here for Friday's celebration assembly. I hope you've all had a good week. I've had a very busy week, but it just feels great to be at Friday. Because do you know what, everyone? It's almost the... Yes, it is. And we all know how great a weekend is. Anyway, we're here to celebrate. Let's start off with our strap lines. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, together we will, every single Stukeley day we focus on. Our Stukeley motto is, our Stukeley curriculum is, our Stukeley plan for home learning is 4 words that make the magic happen. Yes, they do. Right, everybody, we're here. We're going to celebrate all your brilliant work and your learning this week. And we're going to start off with messages from the year group. So let's have a look at what shout outs we've got in store today. First of all, Genevieve in Rowan and Annabelle in Juniper. Girls, your teachers and the staff down in Foundation have said thank you so much for being so kind and looking after other children. Just a lovely, lovely message. Work hard, be kind, care value. Brilliant work, girls. I'm really pleased to hear that. Year 1, well, Ellie in year 1, your fantastic work in maths. I know you made a mistake in your colouring yesterday, Ellie, but your maths is getting bigger and better and better. And we love seeing children that are working hard, being kind and getting their best better. Well done, Ellie. And Rory, what a brilliant attitude to learning you've got in year 1. Mrs. Corley, Mrs. Stevens, very proud of you too. Year 2, Finn, what fantastic Mr. Fox work you've been up to. Your teachers are very proud. And Zara T, what a wonderful friend you're being to other children. And a special welcome to our new children in year 2 that started this week. Oh, year 3. Well, do you know what? I had a bit of a discussion with Mr. Smith about the shout outs in year 3. Mr. Smith wanted to do a shout out to everyone in year 3 for being brilliant rock scientists. And your investigative skills into rocks as petrologists was superb. Anyway, Mr. Smith wanted to do a big shout out. And then Mrs. Boswell said, hang on, let's give some individual shout outs. So they've done both. Thomas B, excellent observations in your rock investigation. And Mrs. Warren has also noticed Elsie being so kind and caring to others. So there's a couple of year 3 shout outs. Victor, your handwriting is getting better and better and better. Keep it up, your teachers are proud. And Lily T, brilliant reading, really fluent with great expression. So there are some shout outs to the year 3s. Year 4, superb collaboration when getting all of the PE equipment out and in. We knew you were going to be excited about it last week. We talked about it and you've just shown how trustworthy and responsible you are. Well done. Year 5. Oh, Mrs. Shaw has given a shout out to Isabel in Beach for her lovely manners and always being polite. I love a Mrs. Shaw shout out. I also love a Mrs. Clark shout out, and she says, Grace, you're always making the right choices in class, and it makes her and everyone else smile. Well done, girls. Well done, year 5. And finally, year 6. Thank you to everyone who's reading at home and completing AR quizzes, especially those that have done at least 2 quizzes. That's a Mrs. Campbell and a Mrs. Peake shout out right there. Okay, very quickly, a few shout outs from home. I do ask for your families to send them in with photos if possible. We have been celebrating the library reading challenge children. Also got to include Sahana, Year 2, and her sister Akshara, Year 6. Both girls got their reading challenge certificate through. Also Sahana, the same Sahana from Year 2, got a Level 3 gym certificate. Here she is, loving life and celebrating her achievement. Millie in Year 1, you have put so much hard work into riding your bike. Your mum tells me you're so confident now. You are literally flying around Stukeley Meadows on the bike, and it's great to see. And Noah in Year 3, Noah H. Now, Noah, you have just done your 50th junior park run. In your last race, in your 50th, you got a personal best. That's your quickest ever time. You were the fastest runner out of 70. And Noah, you're half the age of some of those runners. Some of them are twice as old as you. They're 14. Oh, I tell you what, Noah, you're quick. You are rapid. Family are very proud, and so am I. And so will the Stukeley Striders be too. Okay, they are some shout out. You can see I'm getting excited for how long will it take. I mean, I really am getting pumped for that. But before we get there, we haven't had this song in a while, have we? Let's celebrate some reading. Who's been reading lots and lots? Who is the reading leader? Who's been taking loads of quizzes on Accelerated Reader? Who's been reading lots and lots? Who's the reading leader? Who's been taking loads of quizzes on Accelerated Reader? Oh, love that song. Accelerated Reader. We're also going to celebrate children who are reading in Foundation in Year 1, where Accelerated Reader hasn't kicked in yet, really. Hasn't quite kicked in yet. Anyway, first of all, thank you to every child in Foundation Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, Year 4, Year 5, Year 6. Thank you to every child that's reading at home. We asked you to read 5 times a week for about 20 minutes each time. Year 5, 6 should be half an hour. Read, enjoy, hopefully. Love books, love being thrust into another world, love taking on new knowledge. Come on! Well done to everyone who's reading lots. And these children have got their certificates in AR this week. I was going to do this a different way, and I'm not going to lie to you, just ran out of time. So, Year 2s, major shout out to Chloe, Max, Eden, Gustavs, Nelly, Linda, and David. Oren, Zara W, Maya, Jake, Freddie, Anas, Owen, Emily Rose, Harriet, Evan, Naya, and Sarayu. You have all got AR certificates in Year 2 this week, as well as Josh E, Grace, and Sophia in Year 6, Lottie, Eric, Jenny, and Caius in Year 3, and then Phoebe, Lily, Josh W, Cameron, and Dora in Year 4. You have all achieved certificates this week. I haven't got the papers on me to tell me about how many quizzes you've done, but another shout out to Maximus in Year 2, who is flying on his quizzes, absolutely flying through the books. Keep it up, Maximus. More updates next week for Accelerated Reader. We're also going to have Rockstars and Numbox updates next week, but for now, I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for this week's How Long Will It Take? I hope you're sitting comfortably. This is going to blow your mind. How long? How long? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long will it take? Do you think? How long will it take? Hello everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of How Long Will It Take? We've already had Mrs. Cooper on the poppet. We've already had Mr. Parters running around the track, and last week we had Mrs. Horn bookmarking books. This week we have got Mr. Smith and his jigsaw. Here I have a little Pringles jigsaw. It's got 50 pieces. Okay, let me show you these pieces. There they are, they're quite small. So 50 pieces. Mr. Smith has got to make this jigsaw image. He's got to make that up with 50 pieces of Pringle jigsaw. How long do you think Mr. Smith is going to take to do a 50-piece Pringle jigsaw? You can write it down, you can talk about it in your classroom or in your house. How long do you think it's going to take? Now, last week, this is what happened to the scores. Oh yes, year 1 absolutely flying. And year 6 and some others really needed to lift their game a little bit. Anyway, let's find out what all of our teams thought about this week's challenge. Hello Mrs. Newman, part of the Foundation Stage team. Mrs. Newman, how long for our good friend Mr. Smith to complete this 50-piece Pringles jigsaw?
I think about 17 minutes.
17 minutes?
Yes.
Oh, hello Mr. Watley.
Hello, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Watley, how long do you think it's going to take Mr. Smith to complete that jigsaw? Be careful, don't lose any bits, please.
These are very small.
Yeah, okay, come on, we haven't got time.
Mr. Smith's not got very good eyes.
How long?
7 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay. Hello, Mrs. Patterson. Mrs. Patterson, how long do you think it's going to take Mr. Smith to complete this Pringles jigsaw puzzle?
Probably about 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
9 minutes 30, well done. Hello, Mrs. Flint. Year 3 team member, although you don't know that Mr. Smith has done this yet, so it's completely fair. Mrs. Flint, how long for Mr. Smith to do this Pringles jigsaw?
I think 3 minutes 47 seconds.
Oh, interesting. Oh, hello, Mrs. Horn, fresh from the bookmark challenge. Mrs. Horn, how long is it going to take Mr. Smith to complete this Pringles jigsaw?
Well, I think he's probably quite good at jigsaw.
Well, it has been mentioned.
I'd go for 1 minute, 1 second.
Wow. Hello, Mrs. Clark. We meet again in the AR library. Mrs. Clark, Year 5 team's quite a small team, so it's back to you to tell us how long you think it's going to take. Mrs. Clark, how long is it going to take Mr. Smith to complete this 50-piece Pringles jigsaw?
I think it'll take him 6 minutes 40 seconds.
Interesting. Hello, Miss Barry.
Hello.
Miss Barry, how long do you think it's going to take Mr. Smith to complete this Pringles jigsaw?
I think 2.5 minutes.
Wow. Oh, hello, Mrs. Holloway.
Hi.
Part of the SOS team. Mrs. Holloway, how long is it going to take Mr. Smith to complete this Pringles jigsaw?
5 minutes and 21 seconds.
Ooh. Well, good luck, Mr. Smith. That's all I can say. The quickest prediction was Mrs. Horn at 1 minute and 1 second. And the slowest prediction, Mrs. Newman at 17 minutes. I mean, that is a big gap. I mean, I think he's going to come somewhere in the middle, but what do you think? Okay, it's time. I'm now going to give Mr. Smith a jigsaw, and I'm going to ask him to make it as quickly as he can. I will speed the video up a little bit. If not, this is going to take a long time. Anyway, over to you, Mr. Smith. Hang on. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Hello.
Well, the public, the staff have been making their predictions. Just out of interest, how long do you think you're going to take, Mr. Smith? You don't get any points for this, but how long do you think you're going to take?
Well, looking at this, I mean, I do like jigsaws, but this looks not that easy. I would say, I'd say 2.5 minutes.
Okay, confident. Right, when I say go, Mr. Smith, off you go. On your marks, get set, go! Here he goes.
Maybe 5 minutes.
I think I'm going to have to speed this video up because this is not going to make great material.
Yes, I've done two, one piece. There we go. One piece. Literally, I feel I'm on fire.
Okay.
It's a jigsaw, look at this, proper jigsaw. What you do on a rainy day, not in a 3-minute sprint.
Well, you're 5 minutes 13 seconds, so you're not doing too bad. Oh, drop the timer.
There, that is without a bit, that must go here.
There we go, Mr. Smith. That's 6 minutes and 56 seconds. Let's just have a look at the final. Oh, look at that. And look at the face of the man who's completed it. Wow! 6 minutes and 56 seconds for Mr. Smith to complete the 50-piece Pringles jigsaw. Come on! Well, we know what that means. A big 8 points to the Year 5 team. Mrs. Clark, top work. Very, very close. Very, very close, but not quite first place. 7 points, Year 1. Mr. Watley, well done. 6 points to the SOS team. 5 points to Year 2. 4 points to Year 3. 3 points to Year 6. 2 points to Year 4, and only 1 point, I'm afraid, to the foundation stage team. Let's have a look at what that does to the scores. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Come on! Year 1 at the top with 27 points. Not far behind them, Year 5. Quite a few teams down there. You really need to get your predictions up. Come on! Anyway, I wonder how you got on. I wonder how close you were. Better still, I wonder how long it would take you to do a 50-piece Pringles jigsaw, eh? I wish I had enough sets to find out. You all noticed Mrs. Clark at the beginning of the video, right? Did you see Mrs. Clark in Chestnut class? Yep, here it is. Haha, yeah. Well, I asked Mrs. Clark to do that before I knew she'd won. Oh, every cloud. Love it. Have a great day, everyone. And don't forget, how long will it take next week? Who knows? See you soon to find out. How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long will it take? How long? How long? How long will it take? Do you think? How long will it take? Another thrilling episode of How Long Will It Take? I told you it was going to be a good series, and it hasn't disappointed. I wonder what next week will be. We'll see. Okay, let's finish with birthdays and an everyday knowledge. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Oh, come on! Right, first of all, happy birthday today, Stephen in Year 2. I hope you're having a great day, Stephen. Family and friends celebrating, and there's more to do at the weekend. Talking of the weekend, happy birthday tomorrow to NATO in Year 2. And then on Sunday to Mark in Year 6. Happy birthday, boys. Happy birthday, lads. Enjoy time with your family and then your friends. Tell me all about it on Monday. I say this every time. Tell me about it when I see you, and then people don't. And I forget to ask. But come on, share some of the birthday love. I love hearing about what you're up to. Okay, let's finish with everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering. Learning to remember things worth remembering. Learning to remember things worth remembering. Everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering. learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. Okay, yesterday, should we do that again? Yeah, and I'm going to leave that bit in assembly because I can. Okay, yesterday, woohoo! One more time, let's do it one more time. Come on, almost the weekend, woohoo! Okay, yesterday, I did everyday knowledge with Year 5 Chestnut class, and we did it live. I stood in front of them and did that, and it felt great. Anyway, I can't do it in your classrooms now, apart from on the screen. So get yourselves ready, because I'm going to go a little bit quicker. Yes, I am. Measurement. Time. How many seconds in a minute? That's right, 60. How many minutes in an hour? That's right, 60. How many hours in a day? That's right, 24. How many days in a week? That's right, 7. Let's go through them. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, great. How many months in a year? That's right, 12. Let's go through them. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Great. How many days in those months? Well, we know that 30 days has 30 days has September, April, June and November. How many days do the other months have? That's right, 31. Hang on, what about February? That's right, 28. And in a leap year it's got 29, absolutely correct. Okay, how many years in a decade? That's right, 10. How many days in a year? 365, that is right. Okay, how many years in a century? 100, that's correct. Now let's move on to length. How many millimeters in a centimetre? 10. How many centimetres in a metre? Oh, 100. How many metres in a kilometre? That's right, 1,000. How many kilometres in a mile? 1.6, that's correct. Okay, let's go to the map. Here it is. United Kingdom, 4 countries. You know what they are. Now let's see if we can remember the capitals. What is the capital city of country 2? That's right, it's Cardiff. What is the capital city of country number 5 that hasn't actually got a number 5 on it? That's right, it's Dublin. Okay, bodies of water. Seas and oceans. Look at letter A. What body of water is that, please? That's right, it's the Atlantic Ocean. It's enormous. Okay, what about body of water C? We did this yesterday. I've given you a bit of a clue with the letter. Body of water C, what's that called? That's right, it's the North Sea. What about body of water B that kind of sneaks through the middle? It is the Irish Channel. Well done. And finally, some of you might know body of water D. Some of you might know what this large expanse of water is underneath the United Kingdom. It's called the English Channel. It's called the Channel, the English Channel. Remember that for next time. See you then.